The key to earning someone's business is earning their trust. And here at Impact, we coach you on how to build that trust with consumers. And today we have head coach Allison with us to tell us how to do just that. How's it going, Allison?
Hey, Austin.
Hey, good to see you as always. So you know that at Impact, we're coaching people on how to build trust. So today, let's talk about 3 simple ways someone can start to get on that journey. So if we're going to go with the classic of written content, what is one thing somebody can do in the world of written content to start building trust with their consumers?
Yeah. So, of course, in the light of They Ask You Answer, we have to talk about answering people's questions that they have, not just about your specific product or your brand, but talk about your industry, talk about how things are impacted holistically for somebody who is searching for your product or service. And then, of course, you can answer questions about your brand as well. But really just start to dive in and get into the mind of your potential customer or client. What are they asking themselves about your product and service so that they're getting some of that tactical education? But also, what are they asking themselves or even questioning themselves or your industry or your product or service about? What are those fears, worries, and concerns? And how can you, instead of coming from a sales perspective and selling your product or service, really come in with that educator mindset and come in with that trust aspect? How are you going to build trust with somebody? It's not by giving them the answers that you think will benefit you as the company. Give them the answers that are going to benefit them and their journey. That's what's going to create really long-lasting relationships with your potential customers, is from the very beginning of your relationship, being open, being honest, being transparent, and coming in with that educator mindset as a company and as a brand. And Austin, I know I'm giving you a long-winded answer here, but I also want to point something out too. Google just released another algorithm, another piece of the puzzle on how they are incorporating the best type of content into their search results. And part of that is when people truly answer the question that people are asking. So not giving vague, broad answers that really just leave people with more questions than answers. Google is now rewarding companies who are really answering those types of questions, not giving ranges, and really coming in right from the beginning of their written content and saying, hey, here's the short answer is XYZ. This is about how much it's going to cost to work with a service provider like ours. Then you can go into the details after that. But even Google is now recognizing that people want honest, open, easy to find answers, and they're going to start providing that to internet consumers. Yeah. And we have to match that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And it's a win-win, because not only are you winning with Google, but you're winning with the consumer, because they're probably confused. This isn't something they're looking for maybe all the time, but when they do, they just want some straight up answers. If you're able to give that to them in that written format, they're going to trust you right away. So that's the written side of content. What about video content? What's something people can do?
Same concept, whether it's written or video, is coming in with that trusted voice. And a trusted voice is not somebody that comes in and tries to sell themselves or try to even, think about friendships and relationships that you have, right? Is when you can tell when people come in and they've got a self-serving purpose. You can't have that. You really want to come in, even with your videos, on not only answering the questions, but even think about the person that you have on camera. Do they give off that feeling of trust, of expertise? And make sure that you incorporate those words into your script. Incorporate things that, for example, like whether you work with us or not. Gosh, it's such a great statement, right? It takes the pressure off of people who don't know whether or not they're going to work with you. But putting it out there, that is going to bring down walls. So one, they actually absorb and understand what you're teaching them in the videos. And then it also will build trust with that person. Coming in with video, having the tone, like even the background and the vibe, don't make it too corporate-y. Make it feel like they're learning from somebody that they can relate to, trust, and connect with, and have that content match what that feel and vibe is.
Yeah, no, that's great. That makes a lot of sense. And I really like that phrase, if we work together or not, because like you said, then that consumer immediately thinks, oh, they're just here to help me. I mean, obviously it'd be great if you could work together, but it's a really trust building phrase there. So what about on our business websites? What's something we could change today or start doing to build trust?
You're going to feel a theme here, Austin, but especially on our website and our homepage in particular, but even more so on our service pages, we cannot be the hero of our own story. We should not be boasting about ourselves. It's cool and it's awesome and it's great that you have all of these awards and accolades and that you think you're the best person on the planet, because by golly, every company thinks that they are the absolute best and going to provide the best services in the world. Instead, switch that and think about your potential clients and your potential customers. What are they experiencing? How can you tap into those pain points? How can you really turn your website into a conversation that you would have with somebody coming in from that educator mindset? Really showcase that you know and understand their problems and that you know the solutions and the way to solve those problems. Then at the very end, you talk about yourself. Mm-hmm. So really guide them on a path on your website of, we know exactly what you're experiencing, not just the problem, but even the emotional side of it, because whether you're a business owner or you are just the average consumer, there is a pain point that you are trying to solve when you are looking for different types of products and services. And it's not just a business problem. It can be, this is keeping me up at night. This is affecting my family and my marriage. And I'm thinking about my employees. There is a pain that comes along with that. So address those in the copy on your website. Connect with people on a human to human level. And that means don't talk about yourself so much. Don't boast about who you are and all the cool things that you've done. We all have a friend like that, right? That's like always about themselves. Don't be the company that does that as well. Really come in and meet people where they're at and have your copy match that sentiment on your website.
Well, thanks, Allison. That's 3 great ways to, start building that trust, which is super important with our consumers. Thanks for sharing your information, and we'll see you on the next one.
Always here for you, Austin. Talk soon.
When it comes to building trust with our consumers, whether it's through written content, video, or on our website, we need to show that we understand their pain and educate those buyers on how to overcome those challenges. If you and your business need some help with your content, marketing, and sales strategy, check us out at impactplus.com today to start working with a coach just like Allison.